What's going on, Halo fans? My name's Luke TheNotable. Welcome to the Halo 3 100 Drops. I decided to skip the intro because intros are lame. Let's just get into some Halo gameplay. Halo 3 is my favorite game of all time because it's the greatest game of all time, and that's a fact. I'm also pretty good. I used to play this game for money, and because you're watching this video, I technically still am. Anyway, get comfy because you have a lot of awesome Halo gameplay coming towards you. And we won this one, though I was dead at the end. Game 2's King of the Hill on Assembly, and I'm already doing a great job slaying the other team, but will I get the overkill? Oh! If you're wondering, I'm playing this on the Master Chief Collection on PC at 240 frames per second, and that just makes me so much better. That's 8 times the frames than when this came out on the 360 14 years ago. My shot, everything, it's crisp. This game was close. Red and blue were neck and neck despite my massive amount of slaying. But in the end, we won. Every problem can be solved with brute force. Now it's time for some capture the flag on isolation, and I'm gonna make sure my team scores. I'm pretty awful at whistling. That took me a few takes. You'll never see the bad ones. Yes, come into the light, little moth. Doesn't it call you? This is a social playlist, so I'm probably just mowing down fathers who are trying to relax with some Halo after a long day in the coal mines, and it feels good. Got a nice double kill later on this guy who wasn't playing. It was because he was typing Luke, your ass. They lost, so I'm not sure if that's accurate. Hey, time for some King of the Hill on the Pit. Probably the best map in all of Halo 3. At the beginning, we were getting absolutely destroyed, but after helping out my team with some excellent sniper cover, we had a good run on the hill. Thanks to my sling, I got myself a running riot, and we closed the distance between the two teams. And in the end, we got a nice comeback win. But I think it was because I Love Pizza was just running around trying to kill me the whole game instead of going for the hill. You know, I get it. If I saw me in a lobby, I'd probably only try to kill me too. Better for my team, the other guys will try to kill me, but I'm me, so they won't kill me. This game, I simply just played well. I credit all of those years not playing Call of Duty. Game 6 is one flag, capture the flag on high ground. This is a classic. Basically, one flag spawns in a highly defendable base. If you can capture that one, you're good. They couldn't touch our flag, and then we took theirs because we are more intelligent. Flag taken, flag dropped. Flag taken, flag dropped. They almost got it on the second try, but died in a massive blue pile near their base. And the carnage continued to Game 7. We're playing on Cold Storage, which is a DLC map, so the new kids don't know it. What more can I say that I haven't already said? I played well, and that was simply it. In this one, I thought I was on my way to a perfection, but spontaneously combusted. At least I got noticed in that game, made the sting a little better. Doing my best to carry my team to victory. Game 8, they were pretty bad. Good thing I'm good. We were neck and neck, but I did a good job holding the power weapons. Yeah, I went 23-3, and it was still a one-kill game. Got noticed again too, because I'm indeed a Halo legend. Game 9's Team Slayer BR on Heretic, and I did a great job of holding down the high ground for my team. Just like the last few games, I'm a quarter of the team, but got almost half the kills. It wasn't hard. These guys aren't pros. I just went up high. I didn't get many kills in Game 10 because I was driving, and when it comes to driving, I'm excellent. The guy shooting on the back of my hog got a 16-0 perfection plus a triple kill, so I did pretty good. Now it's time for some capture the flag on Citadel, and I'm doing the slaying and the capping. No cap, I had all the caps in this match, plus a good amount of kills. It was all over in 3 minutes. The faster I get these games done, the faster I get paid. Game 12 is Nero's Battle Rifle Slayer. This is where the men are made and the boys are killed because they are weak. Despite me opening with a triple kill, this game was actually close. We were neck and neck the whole time. I never got a solid spree. We pretty much just traded kills the entire time. I'd get one and then someone would get me. In the end, we kept it cool and held the middle and power weapons as best we could. And when I saw the final kill in front of me, I took it, but that was close. Heretic BR Slayer on Game 13, and like last time, if you want to win, you've got to hold that high ground. You can essentially hit the whole map from up here, especially with a battle rifle. No one is safe.
Is that the YouTuber?
Why, yes, I am the YouTuber. The YouTuber. Kinda weird how I abandoned the Halo franchise and they still love me more than their own mothers. I was dead in the win for this one, but I was the main catalyst for our victory. I'm gonna tell you right now, I haven't lost yet. I'm 13-0. And I'm gonna lose in this one, despite playing fantastically. I held the power weapons, I used them effectively, I was truly a killing machine. And early on, we were up pretty big, the other team was almost at a 10-kill deficit. But despite all of the help that I gave my team, they kept dying like it was their job. You know, it is a team-based game. At a certain point, if someone goes 2-18, you can't really come back from that. In the end, I had 29 kills. It was very close, but we still lost. So now I'm hopping into free-for-all to try to prove to myself that I'm actually good, and already got noticed. Now that probably means they're gonna play even harder against me, but I can handle it. I got off to an absolutely explosive start thanks to the rockets and invisibility. Even without the power weapons, I played well, though I could definitely tell they were coming right for me. But everything changed when I went after the number 2 guy with not enough bullets in my gun. We were right next to each other from then on and got pretty unlucky with a few crucial cleanups. I was able to get myself the 24th kill, but then someone spawned behind me and I was dead. I started shooting the number 2 guy for the win, but then someone shot me from the side. I died, he won. How tragic. Of course, I hopped right back into a new game and matched with the guy that beat me last time. Let's go. go. They were playing hard because they were playing with me, but I was playing even harder because I just lost. Near the end, I was down by 1 and needed something good, and I got a pseudo double kill here. That's nice. One more kill to win, and I shot the guy who beat me last game in the back. Would have been nice to challenge him, but hey, I still won. All right, playing with pretty much the same guys in game 17 because no one actually plays this game anymore. Listen, if I beat him here, that's best 2 out of 3, and then game 15 is negated. To be honest, I did use the sword quite a bit in this one, but any of them could have used the sword too, so it's fair game. Unlike the last 2 games, this one wasn't even close, but honestly, it's probably thanks to the sword. I won anyway. I'm back to Team Slayer in game 18, putting my life in the hands of others. I played very well, shot well. Here's a nice 4-shot double kill. Though on the other hand, I'm pretty sure my team didn't even have thumbs. I was the only one getting kills. As a team, we had 28 kills. I had 21 of them, and one guy had none, so no surprise we lost that one. I think some of the guys not playing in game 19 will do better than my teammates in game 18. At least whenever I get some bad teammates the next game, the matchmaking system will give me bad enemies. I was dead at the end of this one, but they'll tell my mom I was a hero. And between you and me, in game 20, there was a guy with a really offensive name just lighting up the kill feed, so I can't really show much, so we're just gonna skip it. We won. Well, looks like I have some professional Call of Duty players on my team, game 21. I feel like some people won't realize I'm joking there and are gonna get offended, and I'm kinda glad. By this point in the video, you can probably guess that I played absolutely fantastic. No flaws, got twice as many kills as deaths, you know, the usual, but, you know. Thanks to these guys, we lost. Why are you on my team 2 games in a row? I don't deserve this! Even with a player doing absolutely nothing, it was still a fairly close game. We had a chance. But at a certain point, the other team realized one of us was just running around in circles and went for him, so we lost. We lost by 8 kills, and the guy on our team got 10 deaths. We would have won by 2 if he didn't exist. You know what? I'm done with 4v4. It's time for some 8v8. Let's have some fun in big team battle. By having more teammates, I'm putting the fate of the game in my teammates' hands even more, but whatever, at least it's fun.
MLG Pro plant that.
I'm also gonna get recognized more often, and that makes me feel nice. We lost this one, but it's big team battle. It's all for fun. Unlike the rest of this game, which is not for fun. So I have this written down in the notes. I wanted to play more big team battle, but couldn't find a match, so it's back to 4v4. Kinda weird how not a lot of people like to play the greatest game of all time. Maybe it's because sweaty kids like me run through the social lobbies all day eviscerating casuals. This is what you get for trying to enjoy yourself. All right. 1 bomb on Ghost Town, definitely not iconic, but I can dig it. We played very well, got the defensive role first, and did an absolutely awesome job defending. But in our first offensive round, one of our players quit out, and when you're 3 versus 4 in objective, you're just not gonna win. Slay as hard as you want. In Halo, you need a full team if you want to win, at least in objective. Now I'm playing Heretic Capture the Flag and lost the game because a teammate was missing, but at the start of the game, it was a 4 versus 4, and we played good. I was slaying, capturing, I was thinking this is gonna be a good gameplay. But yeah, once they outnumbered us, they took back the lead with the slow spawns of objective Halo. It's pretty tough. The notes say I play awful in game 27. I went 18-9. I didn't play awful. I guess I just didn't really get anything clippable. A no-nonsense Halo game by the book. Maybe this is just a cue for me to be nicer to myself. 18-9, like that's a good game. Why am I saying I'm terrible? There's something deep there. I know it. Anyway, guys on my team game 28 are the guys I played against game 27. Kinda awkward. That's why I'm not a big fan of teabagging or other disrespectful things. You never know who's gonna be your teammate next game. Oh, I'll teabag you. I'll teabag you good, but you gotta do it to me first. That's my rule. Messing around with the double plasma rifles in the end, we won this game easily. Game 29 got some Blackout Team BRs. I've always liked Lockout better, but most of you probably don't even know what I'm talking about. The strategy's pretty simple on this map. In team-based game modes, you pretty much just want to hold the 2 towers as best you can, and with the sword, that's pretty easy. Here I was able to use that sword to get myself an overkill. Didn't even realize I was on a running riot and got up to a rampage. That's 20 kills without dying. How do I go 33-4 and it's still a 2-kill game? We won, I'm just surprised. Oh, I see. Someone was literally -1. All right, 2 versus 4 on Orbital. I could quit out without getting banned, but I figured I'd just play. We mostly just hid in this one. You can't do much when it's 4-2. Playing some King of the Hill, game 31, doing my best to not go into the hill and just kill people outside of it. Oh yeah, the best part about King of the Hill isn't the hill. It's all the people dumb enough to run inside of the hill. Officer, he was on my property and I felt my life was in danger. I had to kill him. The other team was down a guy. I didn't really have to play the objective. Game 32 was like any other game. I was slaying, having a good time, being notable. But then my entire team quit out. It was just me. I stayed because I thought it might be fun footage and I wanted to make sure that they didn't get any perfections, so I killed all of them at least once. And in the end, I'm really glad I stayed in this 1 versus 3 situation. I was able to kill every single one of them for a very beautiful triple kill. In the end, they may have won, but we all know who the best Spartan was that day. Right back at it with some Team Slayer on Foundry, game 33, and put the hurt on these players almost immediately. I got 7 kills and then their whole team quit out. It's a victory, I guess. And after some early slaying in game 34, there was some early quitting, but at least it happened on both both sides. Now it's just a 3 versus 3. That's honorable. Notable even. I slayed the best I generally do, and if I didn't, I probably wouldn't even tell you I'm in control here. Now I'm gonna make you look at a picture of me for 5 seconds, just to prove that I'm in control. Take it in. Take it all in. Now I'm playing 4 versus 4 Valhalla, and my team didn't give me the sniper. That was a mistake. Whatever, I've got the laser, and I'm always good with my battle rifle, especially on Valhalla. Actually, it's pronounced Valhalla. Well, at least there's no way I can pronounce this map's name wrong. Right now, I'm playing on Thepite. You know, that's a joke for people who know what this map's actual name is, and most of the people on my channel don't even know what game I'm playing, so it's probably not gonna hit well. If you've never played Halo before, just try it. It's notable. You'll suck at first, but everyone does. Or don't. You shouldn't really listen to people on the internet. Game 37's a 3 versus 4 on this Forge map that I've played like 1 or 2 times in my career. 3 versus 4 is definitely possible in Slayer, especially if there's someone like me on your team who treats this like life and death. Oh no, like it's a problem. I physically cannot take it easy when I play Halo. I've damaged relationships over this game and I couldn't care less. Thanks to my deep-rooted obsession, I was able to get 30 kills in this match, and we won! Gonna grab me some balls, game 38, it's time for some oddball. Oh, I love playing oddball. Not only is it a very fun game type, but it gives me a chance to talk about my balls, which you know men love to do. Sadly, in this game, I didn't get a chance to touch any balls. I was protecting balls the whole time, which is just as important. The blue team wasn't able to touch our ball once, which is good. You never want to get blue balls. To continue the wackiness, now I'm playing some Sprockets. Game 39, that's a laser and rocket. It's a weird game mode for sure, but with all the standard stuff I've been playing, it might be nice to break it up a bit. Every now and then, these types of game modes are good, but I only have so much patience for them. I did the best. We lost. Story of my life. Back to doing the best. Game 40 on cold storage, and we started 5-0. 2 Spartans plus 1 rocket equals some content for me. Oh yeah, that team got shredded. Playing all that Sprockets has made me a good Halo player. Nah, these guys just had numbers in their name, and when that happens, you know it's gonna be an easy win. If you've watched the Halo Reach 100 drops, you'll know in that video I played a lot more diverse game types than I did in this one. I just simply couldn't find games in other playlists. Free-for-all is by far one of my most favorite game modes because I don't have to rely on my mouth-breathing teammates, but I wasn't able to find many games in this 100 drops. I mean, I play well regardless of my teammates, but in this particular game, one of our guys just stood there all game, and that's just frustrating. I got 29 kills in this one. We still lost. And I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna get over 40 kills in this game, but it's King of the Hill. I was just farming. Hey man, it's a valid strategy. If I kill the other team well enough, they can't stand in the hill, and then they can't win. And hey, it's not like I never played the objective. Here I was able to jump in the hill and skillfully get myself a no-scope overkill before dying. There were some other things that happened in this game, but nothing cooler than an overkill. We won, that is all. Oh yeah, playing more oddball, game 43, I needed more balls in my life. My ball is quite dry, has a cracky texture on the surface, several divots as well. Not very round either. There's some flat bits to it. My ball even has teeth. I should probably get that checked out. Oh yeah, I think I'm very funny. Breaking up the Slayer for some VIP, I'll explain it for you uncultured ones out there. It's pretty simple. You can only get points if you kill the other team's VIP. They have an overshield, but also only a pistol at the start. I never was the VIP in this match, but honestly, I kind of like that. When you're VIP, should stay back. These guys didn't, and they died. Oh, and one quick tip, definitely don't just teabag and stand still if you're the VIP. That's a good way to lose. Had some scarecrows for teammates, game 45, awesome. I try when this happens, but only because it happens so often. If it happened like 1 in every 20, I'd probably just give up. Maybe this is why no one likes playing the greatest game of all time in 2021. Who knows? Pretty much playing with the exact same guys again in game 46, because there's just no one. No one wants to play this but me! So if more than 8 of you out there watch this video, I'll consider it a success. A massive waste of time, but a success. And like most of the other games, I played very well here. Got myself a killing frenzy, but my team did not follow. So I didn't know this strategy was gonna work as well as it did. I think it's because there's a lot of new people playing, but hide in a tree if you're playing on this map. They had no idea I was up here. It's not even that hard to see. I'm a bright blue 7-foot-tall Spartan. Come on. It's also one of the oldest tricks in the book. However, many of these people come from Call of Duty and can't read. Oh, what's this? A new map? In Halo 3? I'm aroused. This new map is called Waterfall. It was brand new, and this was my first game on it. It's a good Halo map. Open areas, tight areas, a rocket, a sniper. What more could you want? Well, I guess I'd want some nice teammates. Near the end of this one, they all started betraying each other. Everyone but me and this guy were either booted or left the game, so we just hung out. We had a peaceful discussion about the new map. I liked it. He thought it was meh. I asked him if he wanted to say anything on the video, and he said,
"Sup, y'all?"
Playing the new map Waterfall again, game 49, when it first came out, you could play only that if you wanted to, and that's exactly what I wanted. I had no idea how long it'd been since I had a new Halo 3 map. No matter what 343 creates, nothing will be as good as the originals, but they did a good job here. They tried, and it shows. So I kept playing the new map Waterfall. That's a compliment, right? If it was bad, I'd probably stop. Any map with a sniper rifle and a rocket launcher is a good map in my book. They nailed it, and I nailed it too. Later in game 50, I got myself a 2-for-1 sniper kill. You can tell, I was a little shocked. Game 51, I'm playing SWAT. I don't know why. I hate SWAT. It's everything that Halo isn't. If you like SWAT, that's fine. I've come to terms with the fact that people might like SWAT, but you're wrong, and just know that. I played well, that's not the issue. SWAT is often frequented by Call of Duty players. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it at that. The SWAT kids are sensitive. But now it's time for some free-for-all. I was somehow able to find a game. My guess is all the new map hype brought people in, and that's good. I was getting bored of 4 vs 4. Yeah, because if someone quits in free-for-all, your odds of winning get better instead of the game being lost. I won by a pretty good amount too. I was happy to be playing on my own team. Got myself another match, and it was totally full of new players. Wow, more than 8 people are actually playing this game. Heretic free-for-all is all about stealing kills, and I'm an absolute kill bandit. It was still a close match. These guys were good. Not many numbers in these names. Thankfully, when the game was almost over, the guy I was neck and neck with quit. So now it's an easy win. Oh, as long as they're gonna give me free-for-all matches, I'll take free-for-all matches, and I can tell by the way these guys were playing, they weren't that experienced. The armor color's also a dead giveaway. A lot of these guys were rocking noob green, and because of that, I got myself an easy no-scope overkill. Despite all of my slaying, it was still close, but generally free-for-all games are. Near the end, I pulled away. Like I said before, I'm an excellent kill thief. Oh, I just love free-for-all gameplay. Action-packed, all you. It's awesome. Multi-kills can be a little easier too. There's 7 enemies in most free-for-all games. 7 enemies means 7 targets. Got myself another overkill here. I died right after. Still counts. Despite that, near the end, I got very unlucky with my kill stealing, and I lost. Well, whenever I lose, I play about 3 million times harder, and these guys weren't even moving, so this should be an easy win. I'm also on the map Guardian. I could literally play this with my eyes closed. When I'm 135, kept alive by modern medicine and demented beyond belief, I won't remember my own name, but I'll remember Guardian.
What's that, Timmy? You wanna play Halo 3? You're gonna get clapped, son.
Playing with the same guys again, game 57. The population of this game leaves something to be desired. Oh, no one even came close. Most of them got thrashed last game and bent over for this thrashing too. I also used the sword quite a bit because I am an MLG pro. I went 25-1. Shame I couldn't get that perfection. More free-for-all game 58, this time on Ghost Town with new players, thankfully. And like most of my other matches, I got myself some nice medals by stealing other people's kills. Oh yeah, good job standing there in the middle with a brute shot. This is true competitive gameplay. Oh no, but not as competitive as Snowbound. This is the ultimate kill stealer's dream map. With the massive sightlines of this map in the open area, there's just no limit to how many kills you can steal. I played some good solid Halo, had a strong and consistent battle rifle shot. That's pretty much all you need. This will be my last game of free-for-all for a little bit. I have it written down in the notes that it took a while to find this one. Every day I wish it was 2007. Not so I could warn people about the impending housing crash. No, to play more Halo 3 in its prime. Well, if you think about it, I'm playing at 240 FPS. That's kinda like playing in its prime. It's never been nicer. Still, no one plays it. And half the people that do play it are just standing there. Makes my wins easy, but I'd like a challenge. Playing some big team battle game 61 and got noticed immediately. Let's hope he plays well for the vlog. I pretty much just shot guys running out into the open with no regard for their own life, and I see them every time I close my eyes. Guys, the map's name is Standoff, not run into the open and die off. I got myself the 25 kill streak untouchable, and we won by like 50 kills. But then I couldn't find any other games, so now I'm playing 4 vs 4 like a normie. Hey, this guy traveled forward in time and watched this video. He knows about the tree strat. We played well. I led the team, for I am notable. They lost. It didn't stop them from getting in some salty tea bags. Another solid game on Foundry. The blue players were definitely blue because they were losing. Oh, the blue guys definitely could have won this one, but I was on the red team. You know, I just thought about how soon Halo Infinite's gonna drop, and then there won't be red and blue teams anymore, and that makes me sad. You know, after thinking about the red and blue situation, I do see the positives. It's just a little sad to see it go. Like, imagine you're an esports team and your colors are purple or green. You could be that color. And I guess if you have a group of friends, you could always choose to be the red team or the blue team. You know, I promised myself I wouldn't talk about Halo Infinite in the Halo 3 video, but here I am. Wow, very close game. We won. I got the most kills. That's never happened before. Oh wow, a map I've never played before in Halo 3. It's pretty ugly. I've never liked this map's palette. I get it. Halo 3's Forge was pretty archaic, but why does everything have to be made out of sandstone? There I go again, complaining about a game that's been out for 14 years. And I'll keep complaining for another 14 years, because I have a mental illness. Time for some one bomb on orbital. It's a great map for it. I'm gonna have some fun. Here I got myself a pseudo overkill, 2 double kills very close together. I really think Bungie should have given me that one. Later I could have easily got an overkill. I don't know why I turned around here. That was just stupid of me. The triple was sitting in the corner one shot and a guy was just standing there. That would have been easy. We won in the end, but it's not about winning. It's about having fun. Poor start game 67. The other team took the early lead, but then midway through the other team started murdering each other. Someone must have taken someone else's sniper. Is that a good reason to kill your fellow Spartan? Maybe if you have issues. But it got us the win, so I'm fine with it. All right, time for some pit capture the flag. I feel like I'm playing on the main stage. No one, and I mean no one on my team knew how to properly flag run. It's a shame they don't teach that in public school anymore. What do they teach in public school these days? When I go on TikTok, it's just people stealing soap dispensers. Please don't vandalize your schools. I already pay so much in taxes, I can't fund everyone's bathroom. Oh, it's time for game 69. I'm so excited. Multi-flag, capture the flag, and I touched the enemy's pole quickly. My team assisted. I did some slaying. We all just played well together. It's nice having competent teammates. I solo queue almost all the time in Halo, and it doesn't happen often. It was nice for game 69. We got the win within a few minutes. Take that, schlong. Playing with the same guys again, game 70. It's kind of crazy to think the whole world could play this game, but there's only like 12 of us. Oh, the game was insane, but it's capture the flag. That pretty much always happens. 2-2, and now I'm running the enemy's flag down the middle. If you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. I died heroically, getting it most of the way there, and we won the game. I'll take it. At the start of game 71, someone had the audacity to shoot me for taking the sniper. Do you know who I am? From that moment on, I was destined to prove that I deserve this sniper, because I am the greatest. I sweat pretty much every game of Halo that I play, but this time it was advanced. Sweat was forming in my butt cheeks. In this game, using the sniper, I went 26-0, proving my nobility and getting that perfection. Now I bet that guy feels real dumb for shooting me for taking the sniper. My team got right back in my big old comfy backpack, game 72. The other team teabagged pretty much the whole time. That just makes me want to beat him even more. Teabagging just makes me stronger. I thrive off Spartan gonads. In the end, it was an incredibly close game, but I had 1 rocket left and won it for my team. I must have been playing for a while though, because despite my team doing very well in game 73, I didn't do that great. You know, I went 13-10. Not terrible, but I normally play a lot better than that. Kinda nice not having to do all the work for once though. I can appreciate that. Now game 74 was just bad, and it started with me getting noticed. And then I got betrayed all game, because that's an awesome way to show someone you like them and get a friend request. Yeah, this doesn't happen often, but when it does, it makes me regret being so talented and modest. No one noticed me in game 75, at least that I could tell. No one betrayed me, and that's good. Pretty close game the whole time. I was the MVP, because you know, that's what I do. Near the end of the game, they pulled away, but I just took away their team's sniper and sword guy. Then we tied it up and took the lead. That guy really should have been running with his sword out. You should know not to sleep on the notable one. I played this game for money. Still out here putting in work for my team that doesn't deserve it. Game 76. I worked so hard to bring home these dubs and they never repay me. We pretty much had this one in the bag the whole time. I went insanely positive. It had a pretty notable ending too. Man cannon no scope to win the game, and then I fell to my death. I played well again, game 77. Not a single one on the red team could handle me. While I played well though, my team did not, and that's pretty much how all of these games go. We only lost by 10, but a loss is a loss, and Dad's gonna hit me for it. Well, now I'm in free for all, cause that losing couldn't have been my fault, right? I guess we'll see. This one's gonna be close. I am neck and neck with the first place guy. I started to pull away thanks to my excellent battle rifle skills and YouTuber internet, but then my baby took a nasty poo. A downright explosion. It was everywhere, and Tors needed my help. I'm a decent father. I didn't abandon them. So, you know, I went and helped. It's just a game at the end of the day. All right, this one I'm definitely gonna win, and it's starting out with an AFK guy. That's nice. Got myself a few early kills with the power weapons. Not too bad. Some white guy took the early lead. I'm sure it's because his dad owns a business and gave him a good start. I had a glimmer of hope when I got my hands on the rocket launcher, but then pretty quickly lost it, and that felt bad. But after a quick couple kills with my battle rifle and mauler, I was tied up. It was still anyone's game, and at 24-24, I found a sniper. And then I put one through this guy's eyeballs to win the game. Well, that was pretty stressful. I'm going back to Team Slayer to kill noobs and people trying to relax. The enemy had numbers in their name and wore the Hayabusa armor. Don't get mad at me for saying that. If you wear it, you're bad. Listen, I'm not saying it's a bad armor. It's iconic. But serious Halo players, we wear the default Spartan. Maybe change the color. That's all we need. I got an untouchable against these guys. They only killed me one time. I rest my case. Obviously, by the last game, you could tell I was playing well this particular day, and that didn't stop game 81. After getting a nice triple kill here, I was going for the spawn trap overkill, but this dinosaur on my team stopped it! To all the non-Halo fans, dinosaur is something you call an elite when you are trying to insult them. Anyway, at the end of this one, got the Steak-tacular, and if you don't know what that is, I'm not explaining it. Even though I was playing like an absolute professional, game 82 was still super close. I went 24-5, but someone on our team went 5-23, so I was totally negated. Well, by the looks of the enemies in game 83, I shouldn't have too much trouble winning this one. Good job standing there, Mad Gorilla 44, you're really helping. I don't know what else to say. They had numbers in their name and didn't even play. I never died once, got a perfection, and didn't feel honorable. Oh, but this will be the most honorable. It's time for some 1 vs. 1. He had numbers in his name, and I underestimated him and got the first kill. So after a short bit of time and getting used to the MLG settings where damage and movement is higher, I got better. I started to pull away, but that happens in pretty much every 1 vs. 1 match in Halo. If you're good, you can read the spawns, and even without radar, you can tell where the other guy is coming from. It was still close. A very notable match. Good game, Kodak. Game 85 on the pit started well. I took our sniper and then went over to the other side to take theirs. I did a great job sniping. Held down this entire side of the map. No one could do anything to any of my team. Oh, but my team were still experts at dying, and we lost. Game 86 was also super close, and near the end, we started to pull away. But it was definitely my fault we lost this time. I threw a nade, it got a weird bounce, and it killed my teammate. Game 87 has no sound, and in the notes, I just wrote good game. So I think for the most part, we can just skip this one. Okay, I know what I've said about SWAT in the past, but shotguns? Shotguns ain't terrible. Oh, don't get me wrong, it's still SWAT, but with the shotgun, it's kind of fun. You gotta get right up and close with these guys. I guess it's just one of those silly Halo game modes that I kind of like. Yeah, shotguns, it was fun. Good name too, shotguns. Enough wackiness, it's time for regular old boring Team Slayer, and I did pretty well with the sword, though it is the sword. I, did good. Because I've been playing this game longer than most of you have been alive. I burned the last guy because it wouldn't be a Halo 3 video without using the incinerator. Now it's time for free-for-all on Waterfall, and I'm gonna kill them all. It was regular Slayer, so we didn't all spawn with battle rifles, but honestly for me, that means I have a better chance of winning. Because if I get a battle rifle, it means the other players don't get one, and that is just unfair. I won by a whole lot next game. Game 91 was just a good, solid game of Halo. Clean BR and nothing else. I played very well, but it was still a close game, which just made me play even harder. It was a 1 to 3 kill game the entire time. Say what you will about the matchmaking system, it is fair. I don't know how you can be fair when you've got someone like me grabbing half the kills every single game. My team is lucky they had me. Game 92, the other team was down a guy and 2 weren't playing, so this should be pretty simple. You know, I want to feel bad, but this happens to me all the time. I'm gonna relish in it. I didn't go for a perfection or anything. I mostly wanted to put that sentient guy out of his misery. We won, because the other team wasn't really playing. Dad would be proud. It's a 3 vs. 4 in this one, but at least we started without that player. You can't give the enemy team points if you don't exist. Got off to a bad start. I think the team just had low morale because we were missing a guy. That's fine, I'll increase morale by murdering our enemies. That always works. Great job standing there, DB. You're a great addition to this team. I tried my hardest to overcome my awful teammates. Maybe that's why I'm so good at this game. Worst part is, if the guy that wasn't moving just didn't exist like the first guy on our team, we would've won. Playing some big team battle on Avalanche, sometimes when I get bad teammates, it makes me want more bad teammates for some sadistic reason. Everything was fine in this one. This guy teabagged me one time, but I let him know who's really the best, but then half our team quit out. And in big team battle, when half your team quits out, there's nothing you can do. They just simply outnumber you. In the end, it was still a 3-kill game. The red team won, but they should be embarrassed. Got behind the enemy team early game 95 and had plans to kill all of them, but just killed myself. Then I got on the back of a gauze hog and my chauffeur drove right into a fusion coil. That's why I don't trust strangers. I, on the other hand, am a fantastic driver. Me and this elite had a great run, and I'm fairly certain here that I got him in overkill. I got 17 kills, less than how I normally do, but my elite Borther got many, and I'm happy with that. Oh, and now it's time for some free-for-all on the new map. This is what I wanted. This was my first game of the day, so everyone was bad. I mean, look at that. I had 2 separate killing frenzies. No one could even touch me. 25-4 in the end. That's pretty notable. Well, that was the only free-for-all match I'll get to play for a while. Couldn't find another one. At least I got Slayer. Played well, but a little sloppy. Here I fell off the map. That wasn't very notable. Despite me not looking professional, we held a solid lead the whole time. Never once did I think we would lose, though I could tell from pretty much the beginning of game 98 we were about to get absolutely slapped. The other team just played well together. One held the high ground while the other took the flag. A perfect strategy. It was all over within 2 minutes. I tried, but sometimes Heretic capture the flag is like that. Game 99. I'm kinda sad it's almost over. Hey, look at that. I got recognized and he didn't betray me. In this one, we were playing neutral bomb and our team was able to get the first score. The other team tried to score against us, but I was on this team, so that's just not gonna happen. Well, they did end up getting 1 point, but in the end, I was able to secure our victory with a very heroic triple kill. You can't defuse the bomb if you're all dead, and I was able to come back at the end just to make sure it exploded. Game 100 on an entirely new map. That's a notable moment right there. I do want to let you all know it was an absolute pleasure making Halo content again. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Oh, I could always do more. I haven't done Halo 1 or Halo 2. I probably wouldn't do 4 or 5 because, 4 and 5. Halo Infinite's coming out pretty soon. I'm going to do 100 of that. But that's the end. Stay notable and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.